Hi ladies, so I'm 23 weeks pregnant today. I'm going to let you know kind of what went on last week, and my kids are over here and hopefully there aren't too many distractions, and sorry I look so tired. My kids have been sick this week with fevers and not sleeping and nightmares and hallucinations with fevers, so I didn't get any sleep almost last night. I got like 2 hours, I think. So it's just been fun. um, my son has a fever disorder, periodic fever syndrome, and called PFAPA, and he gets really bad fevers. Like Annie's fever was 100. It went up to 103, but only briefly. It was like mostly 101, 102 for 24 hours, and she was acting completely normal. And then her fever went away, and then like a few hours later, Connor's fever started, and it started at 100, and it went to 104.2, and he was hallucinating and crying, and nothing hurt. He just like his body just goes crazy when he has a fever. So it's down to like 101 now, and he's just playing over there on the iPad, kind of staying still and relaxing. It's hard to get a 5-year-old to sit still. I think he's feeling better today, but we were up a lot last night with hallucinations and scary, sleepy dreams and things like that. So, anyways, so I think I updated, because I did my update a little late last week. I told you some of the things that actually happened in the past week already, but I'll just recap them real quick. Baby flipped head down because I did have another ultrasound, and we saw baby head down. I don't know. I think baby's still head down. I'm pretty sure. And the baby weighed 1 pound at the ultrasound last week. The kidneys were dilated to 6 millimeters, and one was 6 and one was a little below 6. And my OB was at a couple births. Like, she had a few women in labor, so she was at the hospital, and she didn't get to like interpret the ultrasound. So I did get a call last week with the interpretation, and they did say that the heart looked good. So the ultrasound tech could. Let me do this, okay, Annie Bear? Thank you, ma'am. The ultrasound tech was like kind of saying that everything was all right, but they can't give you the final word, you know. So my OB said that the heart looked good, and the kidneys were still dilated, and that the dilation was from like refluxed urine into the kidney, and that's what was making it dilated. But the blood flow was good, and the amount of amniotic fluid I have is good. So she said it's more common in boys, and that she wasn't too worried about it. And I did ask if there were any other markers for Down syndrome, and also I asked about the results of my NT scan. And she said my results of the NT scan were 0.1 outside of the normal range. So with that in the kidney thing, they recommended that I do the Harmony test, which we kind of like, the only prenatal testing that we did was the NT scan, and so we decided when we decided what testing we were going to have done, we decided that any of the non-time sensitive tests we would have done if there was a reason to have them done. Like if we suspected anything, then we would have the test done. So the Harmony test, if you don't know, my understanding of the test is that they take a blood sample from the mom, and they look for the fetus's DNA, like blood cells in my blood that's circulating in my body, and then they can analyze the chromosomes from the blood sample, assuming they can find fetal DNA in my blood. So I went in on Friday and had that drawn. And the whole insurance thing with that is crazy. Like, I have no idea how much it's going to cost, if it's going to be covered. And I spent a day on the phone with like my insurance company, the actual lab that they send it to in California, which is far away from me. And I don't know. I got anything from you won't be charged at all to you could owe $800 to you could owe more than that. Like, I don't know. So we'll see later how I have to pay for that. But the results take about 7 to 10 days. So I'm hoping to hear something by the end of this week. But if not, I have a prenatal OB appointment on Monday, next Monday. So the results should be in by then. And either way, we can discuss that with my OB at that appointment. And they want to repeat the ultrasound again. So I'm having another ultrasound on next Monday when I'm 24 weeks. So they just want to keep looking at the kidneys and make sure that they're not getting bigger, or just monitoring the situation, basically. So, yes, I'm waiting. I'm relieved that we did the Harmony test, because it's like 99.7% accurate, and it catches more than, I don't know, 99 out of 100 cases of Down syndrome. So, and trisomy 13 and 18 as well. So we will see. I'm just kind of relieved we'll have a better idea of what could be going on. And we're just praying every day that the baby's kidneys resolve on their own, and that baby's born healthy, because 6 millimeters is like on the low end of it being a problem. It could be 10 or higher, and the doctors would worry more at that point. So I'm not saying they can't enlarge more, they could. But right now, we're on the lower end. So also this week, I decided, I put in my planner here, my planner. I made a list of like things I needed to do or wanted to do this week, this past week. Sorry, I just turned my space heater on because it's cold down here. I added on my list of things to do that I wanted to get the ball rolling on getting my breast pump through my insurance, and I've nursed for 5 years between 2 kids, and I've had the same pump for both of them. When my son was little, I worked full-time and used the pump full-time when I was working. Although I worked the night shift, so it wasn't so much pumping as it would be during a day shift, because babies sleep more at night, so I was missing less feedings at, when I worked the night shift. I pumped like 2 to 3 times at most. I worked 12-hour shifts, though. And then when my daughter was born, I worked 2 nights a week, and then I went on to 1 night a week. And she didn't take a bottle, so I'm sorry about all the dinging that just happens in my office. I'm sorry. She didn't take a bottle, so I pumped, but my husband had to like spoon feed her, so I didn't pump much with her. But my pump is still, it's like over 5 years old, almost 6 years old, and I had the Medela pump and style, and I love the pump. It's a great pump, but it's on its last leg. I've had to replace like the faceplate and the tubing I've replaced several times. The AC adapter, like the cord is all funky. So since it was covered, I decided to go ahead and look into how to do that. And I contacted my insurance company first, and they said to go ahead and get the ball rolling because that there are wait lists at some of the durable medical equipment companies. So how it worked with my insurance is I called them, and they tell you what your benefit is. There's like usually up to a certain dollar amount that they cover, and then they give you the name of several companies you can choose from, and then you just go online to those companies and see what pumps they offer. And then my insurance company said don't order it through their website. They gave me a phone number associated with those websites, and they said you need to call and order it. So that's what I did. I don't know why I had to call. They asked me all the same information as if I would enter it online, but I called, and I had the choice of like 3 or 4 pumps, but I picked the pump and style again because I have all the flanges and the bottles, and I have so many accessories. Like I have the battery AC adapter and stuff. So I just got the pump and style again. It's a good pump, and I know how to use it with my body, and I have all of the accessories. So I just got that pump, and it was 100% covered. They told me if I got a pump that wasn't going to be covered 100%, they would call me and let me know what the difference is. And I'll do a separate video maybe on this pump that I got if you want to see what's all included in the insurance pump. But yeah, so I ordered it on, I wrote down I ordered it on Tuesday. It was at my door Friday. So I got it super quick. Apparently the company I went through, which was Byram Healthcare, if you have an option, they were really good. They got everything approved like right away, and I got a shipping notice like the next day, and then it was at my house like 2 days later. So it worked really quickly, and it was covered, and I got everything that I ordered, the pump, and it came with the pump, 2 bottles, 2 flanges, 2 membranes and 2 extra membranes, tubing, and then I got some trial packs of like breast pads and things like that, and the AC adapter. So I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with having that covered by insurance, because when I had Connor, the only pump my insurance would cover was a $30 hand pump, and that's it. So I'm very pleased that it covers an electric pump and a double electric pump at that, and my insurance benefit is 2 pumps a year. So I may end up trying a different pump, especially as a doula, so that I can hand down some information about the different kinds of pumps. Because people ask, and the only one I have personal experience with is the pump and style, and it's a great pump. But there were even some hospital grade pumps that I could do through my insurance, but I bet, and they don't have prices listed because it's all negotiated with your insurance, but I bet there was an out-of-pocket cost for the more expensive pumps, but I don't know that. Okay, weight gain is 19-ish pounds still, and I have been noticing a lot of round ligament pain, mostly on my right side, and then my tailbone lower back pain is on my left side. So I'm seeing the chiropractor Friday. I've had that appointment scheduled anyways, and I'm hoping a little tweaking of the pelvis will rebalance that a little bit. I've been working more in the baby's room, but I will show you all that when I do the tour. I made a boppy cover and a pillow, and I ordered a rug. I think that's, and I made those like door silencers where you can put over the clicker part of the door. That's an official term there, clicker. So that when you open and close the door, it's quiet. I made one for both of the bedrooms, for my kids' room and the baby's room as well. So hopefully that prevents some slammed doors in the nighttime. And I think that's all for today. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have any specific questions about getting the breast pump covered by insurance, let me know. Because I will probably walk through the pump that I got at some point in a video. So now I guess we just anxiously await the results of the maternity genetic test and the ultrasound on Monday to check the kidneys again. And I have repeat blood work scheduled for my anemia, the thalassemia that I have. So I don't know why my pregnancy sounds so complicated, because pregnancy-wise, I feel really good. Like, I'm starting to have my center of gravity like change a little bit when I'm walking, and I haven't run into anything this week. I'm getting used to having the belly out front again, because last week I was running into things with my belly. But I'm sleeping okay, except for when the kids are sick, and I'm pretty, I feel pretty good. There's just all this medical stuff. So, I don't know. It is what it is, and at least one of the perks of having all this stuff is that I get to see my baby a lot. I will show you the belly. I'm kind of halfway in pajamas, so I'm hoping the kids will nap today, but they won't. So at least we can have a relaxing day lounging around, trying to get everyone healthy. Alright, so I will show you the belly and stop talking here. What are you doing, little miss? Here's this little monkey. She's feeling better. Huh?
Yeah.
Did you have a fever?
Mm-hmm.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything hurt?
No.
Y'all bet?
I'm all better. Yesterday, I kind of was having a fever.
You're having a fever. Oh, man.
But that's still okay.
It's still okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Another day next to me, almost there, I kind of was better.
You're better?
Yeah.
Now who has a fever?
Connor!
Oh, man. He's got a fever now?
Yeah.
Oh, darn it.
It's because Connor's having fever.
It's because you guys play together all day, every day, and you share your germs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. Uh-huh. All right. Give me a kiss. All right, go play.
It's kissing.
What? La 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 la. You're goofy. How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Cut to right there.
How old are you? 1?
Right there.
You're not 1. How many are you?
5.
5? No. How old are you? No. Go. 3. No, you're goofy. All right, go play. All right, Annabelle's 3. I'm going to show you my belly.
Wee.
And from the front. And from the side. So I don't know. I feel like it's growing. There's definitely a belly there now. See if my dog will come down here so you can see him. I know.
Yay!
Come here, Georgie. Oh. Come here. Come here. Oh. Come here. Okay. Say hi, George. He brought his ducky down. So we got George. Come here, George. Oh, yes, I know. We adopted George when he was 2. He is a lab chow, and he's my sweet, sweet boy, huh? He was one of my friend's dogs, who is also a doula, and she actually had premature twins, and George was a little too lovey-dovey with the twin babies, huh?
Yes.
So
My babies, right?
So we took him because we didn't know we were having any more babies.
It was my baby.
Here you go, Georgie.
It was my baby's, right?
Go get it.
It was
So,
mine.
that's George. He's 3 now. And we just passed his adoption day, huh? We've had him for 1 year.
Yeah.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.